What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a long-term review of the Mi 9T. So I've been using this phone for about 2 months now and I really enjoy using it. It's one of my favorite mid-ranges of the year. So if we take a look at the design of the Mi 9T, it's still very beautiful. It's a glass and aluminum frame design, triple camera setup. We have these little red accents throughout the phone on the power button. We got the volume rocker on the side, full screen display, AMOLED display. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then on the bottom we have the USB Type-C and one single firing speaker. I went ahead and got a case for the Mi 9T and I really like this one. I reviewed it on the channel. It's very nice. I recommend you do as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the triple camera setup on here. So I really enjoy using the camera on this guy. So you have a 48 megapixel wide, an 8 megapixel telephoto lens, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide. And for the motorized pop-up selfie, you have a 20 megapixel camera. Now, one of the things I've been using is Gcam. I have been using it on the Mi 9T and it makes the pictures look much better. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some stills, and that's what the pop-up camera looks like, just in case you've never seen it. One of my favorites because it does have that red little accent. But let me go ahead and show you guys some of the quality from the front and from the back camera. Alright guys, so this is the camera quality for the Mi 9T. I'm at the desk right now. I don't have all the lights on, just these white lights. And I'm using the built-in mic as well. So it looks really good. I'm very satisfied. You will get great selfies, great front-facing video with this guy. Now, one of my favorite things to do on the Mi 9T is to watch videos. So it does have an AMOLED display. It is a 6.39 inch, so it's pretty big. It's a nice size for me. A 1080 by 2340, 403 for the PPI. So watching videos is great because you have no notch on this guy. The colors are really vibrant and it definitely pops, and it's just a great viewing experience. So if you've never had a phone without, the notch and all that stuff, you definitely might want to consider it because it definitely makes the content more immersive. Now, I've compared the Mi 9T speaker to a lot of speakers, and it has a very nice speaker. Even though it's a single speaker, it's very nice and very thumpy. So I'm going to go ahead and boost it all the way up. So very impressive. You get some really hard kicks with this guy. Nice loud bass. So it's not going to be as good as like a dual speaker setup, but it's very good for the price you're paying. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about performance. So we have Android 9.0, MyUI 10, and this will get Android 10 and MyUI 11. You have the Snapdragon 730 processor and the Adreno 618 graphics. So this has been a very smooth phone. So you might not care about specs. You might want to know, well, is it going to lag? Is it going to lag when multitasking, when I'm scrolling and stuff like that? And I don't have any problems with this phone lagging at all. It's very good performer. If you're gaming and stuff like that, this will be a good smartphone for gaming as well. I had no problems with heating issues or anything like that. So it's a very capable smartphone when it comes to power. Now, you do get 64 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM with the base model, which was more than enough for multitasking and stuff like that. You do not have expandable storage, which sucks. I feel like they could have thrown that in there, but they didn't, and it sucks. Now, you do have the headphone jack NFC on here and a built-in fingerprint scanner, which is pretty fast. So it's not slow at all. This actually is one of the best working ones that I've had besides the OnePlus 7 Pro. It just works fast. You don't have to, there's nothing slow about it. I've heard stuff about it and I've never had any issues with it. It says extremely fast, always works. And you also have that face unlock as well. So let's go ahead and talk about battery life. So you have a 4,000 milliamp battery, 18 watt fast charging. So this does not support wireless charging, which kind of sucks because we have $200 phones like the Bold N1 supports wireless charging. So you are missing that on the Mi 9T, but I'm not going to complain. It charges pretty fast. So battery life on here, if you see my battery drain test, you're getting about 7 to 8 hours of battery life. I was able to squeeze out of a day 8 hours and 30 minutes. So this is one of my favorite phones to go to as a backup phone for battery life. So definitely keep that in mind. This does a great job with battery life, especially if you leave dark mode on, stuff like that. Dark mode your apps, you will be just fine. So for 300 bucks, the Mi 9T is definitely a beast. It's gonna get Android 10, so I would highly recommend picking this phone up if you want a good camera, great battery life, great display. It's got all that for 300 bucks. So thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.